Listen, smartass, said the tough lady cop. You can do this sobriety test, or we can go down to the hospital and they can do a blood test on you. Your choice. I'm drunk, I said. Take me downtown or wherever. I give in. Sir, I want you to say the alphabet backward. Now. Her arms were crossed over her chest, and underneath her breast filled out the tight blue shirt. I looked around. There were a lot of neighbors now. All the grown-ups and their kids, and Mrs. Bachman, her froggy, scowling face with those red German cheeks below that frumpy white hair. Everyone waited solemnly. The lady cop looked as hard as Rushmore. I just wanted to go to Donkey Island where bad boys in leather jackets could smoke cigarettes and play pool and crash cars. I turned to the lady cop and said, Z, Y, X, F, U, C, K, U. And I kept saying that letter while two cops bent me over the smashed up hood of my Nissan Stanza. They cuffed me and walked me to the cruiser at the end of the driveway. The lady cop was shaking her head. The others guided me into the back seat, pushing down on my neck as I yelled, you, so loud. I tried to break Mrs. Bachman's hearing aid. If I could just reach those neighbors and tell them, you. The next week I reported to my probation officer and set up a supervised apology with Sally Grossman. We met at the little place, Sandwich, etc., in Midtown, not far from where the accident had happened. Sally Grossman was fat. She came with her fat friend. And there was a moderator there, Jake. He had combed white hair and a weak, kind face. We all had coffee and we sat around a small table and looked at one another. I said I was really sorry. Sally Grossman looked like she liked that. But the fat friend looked angry. And Sally said, look, you have a problem. You're an alcoholic. I nodded that yes, I was. I can understand that, she said. I have a problem too, eating. And sometimes your problem is easier to deal with. I have to deal with temptation at least 3 times a day, you know? I said that, yeah, I did. Then Jake said that he had a problem too, that he had dealt with a gambling addiction. And that was it. The fat friend didn't say that she had a problem. We drank our coffee, and Jake talked about the benefits of 12-step programs, and I said that it sounded like a good idea and I would probably go soon. Then we were done, and the next week I started my community service at the Children's Library. There was a garden behind the library. They called it the Secret Garden. There were sycamore trees in 2 rows and wooden benches with rounded cement frames. Sometimes I sat out there to think, but I didn't know what to think about. I didn't talk to Fred for 2 weeks. I was a little angry that he had predicted the accident, but more because he had gotten out of the car and even more because I was embarrassed about everything. One day, he showed up at the library. I was on the floor reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar. He sat down next to me and I read out loud to him. At the end, the caterpillar turned into a butterfly. After that, Fred came all the time. One day, I started reading him The Rainbow Goblins by Old Del Rico. It was my favorite book when I was a kid. It's about this group of goblins that are each painted a different color of the rainbow, and they hunt rainbows because they live off the juice of the rainbow's colors. The way they do it is they sneak up on the rainbows, and they each lasso their designated color, and then they drain the colors into their buckets and drink them. There are amazing pictures. Well, the goblins get sloppy, and a field of flowers overhears their plans, and then all the flowers of the valley conspire with the rainbow. And the next day, when the goblins attack the rainbow, it disappears, and the lassos spring back at the goblins, and they're trapped in them. And then the flowers secrete weird, colorful juices, tons of them, and drown the goblins. One thing that was always interesting to me as a kid was that the goblins didn't wear underwear, and when they drowned, you could see the blue goblin's butt. While I was reading this to Fred, sometimes my gaze would catch a picture on the far wall. It was an image from In the Night Kitchen. Those 3 laughing bakers had such fat faces, heavy hanging cheeks and bulbous noses like genitals. I didn't want to look, but the picture kept grabbing my eye. Fred lay there with his eyes closed and his mouth open. He was higher than I was. At the end of the book, the rainbow vows to never touch the earth again. That shit was stupid. That was your favorite book? Yes. Faggot, said Fred. He didn't open his eyes. I looked up and saw those bakers again. They were cooking up the naked boy in a pie. But I was happy there with Fred. Those fucking goblins were gay, he said. Not so loud, I told him. Fred didn't open his eyes. They suck the juice out of the rainbow. Rainbow stands for faggots. Shut up, Fred. What? They're gay. Rainbows are gay. His eyes were a little open now. So, I said. So, don't get all worked up over it. It's a fact. You and the Rainbow Goblins are gay. Shut the fuck up, Fred, I said. What? They're a bunch of dudes. They all hang out all the time, and I mean, that's all they did, hung out together, all those dudes. So, I said, and they lived together in a cave. So, all in a cave, gay. Dirty and gay, said Fred. As if he was the cleanest guy. Great fucking point, Fred. I mean, what children's book character isn't gay? Fred didn't answer. Then he said, well, a lot of them. Cat in the Hat, I said, gay. The Grinch, gay. Hungry Caterpillar, he turned into a butterfly, gay. Now Fred was thinking about it. I continued. The Runaway Bunny, the Bunny in Goodnight Moon, the Velveteen Rabbit, Peter Rabbit, all gay. All rabbits are gay. No. They're sensitive but different, but also like boys, but then also not. I thought, and then said, yeah, I guess they are. The little boy who flies around naked in the night kitchen, and Max from Where the Wild Things Are, gay. Bullshit. Max isn't gay. Bull true. He dresses up in a little wolf suit. So gay. And then he tells his mom to fuck off. That's not gay. And then he goes to an island and hangs around with a bunch of monsters who party with him all night, dancing and parading him around on their backs. It's so weird. I think it's kind of true, said Fred. All little kid stories have to be like that. They have to be all soft and gay so that the moms are okay with it. Fred sat there, and then he said, I want a wolf suit. Yeah, me too, I said. I can't think of anything sexier than a skin-tight, furry wolf suit, said Fred. He was really laughing a lot, almost too loud. Those three bakers looked like they were laughing too. Circus lions, and another about a little mountain goat with huge horns that he could ski on, and a peacock with a scary face patterned into his plume, and a pig with the map of the world on its side, and this clumsy beast that was part rhino, part giraffe, elephant, camel, zebra, with reindeer horns called a wing-ding-dilly. And there was this one about a dopey sea serpent named Cyrus that terrorized galleons. It was good to read those books again. All the feelings came back to me. Once upon a time, there was a giant sea serpent named Cyrus. Even though he was a horrible-looking monster, he wasn't the least bit fierce. All he ever did was wander about in the sea with no idea of where he was going. I'm tired of wandering, said Cyrus one day. I wish there was something more exciting to do. Thank you. So we can do whatever. I don't know if it's bored everybody or all right. Well, I can do whatever anybody. If you want to ask me questions, or I can read, or I can sign, or whatever you guys want.
No.
We can do that later. Okay. Well, I thought I was going to read two stories, so it was part of a series, but so that one. No, I don't have to.
Do it. You don't mind.
I don't want to bore anybody.
You're really good.
The same character, so. I'll try to read that. Okay, this is part 2 of the same series. It's called Wasting. It's shorter.